I'm going to talk about how to make more money with in-app purchases.
Who am I kidding? Who am I fooling when they be like, "What's up, fat lip?" And I say, "Coolin'."
Now, we had an amazing event in Hawaii.
Had the best time.
And this topic came up a few different times, and I thought it'd be really good to discuss it. This isn't a new concept by any means, but it's called the decoy effect. And I want to explain what this is all about. This happens a lot in movie theaters. Have you ever noticed that when you go in, there's a small, there's a medium, and a large size, it might be something like $3 for the small, $6 for the large, and $5.50 for the medium. Like, obviously nobody's gonna get the medium size. Like, everybody's gonna go and get the large. And the same is true with in-app purchases. If you have 3 things that you can buy in your app, if you make the pricing of the second and third very, very close, people will always assume that they're getting a better deal if they buy the top one. And chances are they always will. And that works out really well for you because there's always more margin in the higher priced in-app purchases.
Who am I kidding? Who am I fooling when they be like, "What's up, fat lip?" And I say, "Coolin'."
Now, this happens because of just basic psychology, right? This is pricing strategy. This is not new. And this has been proven many times. This is true in any consumer product and any business out there. So we know it works. And there's a few things that you can do to implement this in your own apps.
Who am I kidding? Who am I fooling when they be like, "What's up, fat lip?" And I say, "Coolin'."
Now, the first is you got to add more in-app purchases. I was on a call, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago now, with somebody who they were wondering how to increase their lifetime value. And I said, well, how are you going to increase your lifetime value if you can only buy one in-app purchase? You know, there's not much you can do about it. So the first thing you got to do if you want to be able to take advantage of this is go and add more things to buy. Create new things that someone could buy inside your app, whether it be a game, whether it be a photo app, whether it be a fitness app, anything. You just got to give more opportunities to purchase. Once you get 3 or 4 or 5, you can start to implement this kind of strategy.
Who am I kidding? Who am I fooling?
The second thing, once you have multiple in-app purchases, is to change the price. Go into iTunes Connect or into Google Play Developer Console and change the price of your second in-app purchase to be very close to that of the top in-app purchase. And I think you'll see a big swing up to the top in-app purchase being the one that people consume. This has been shown to work in countless case studies, both in the app business and in the regular business world in general.
Who am I kidding? Who am I fooling?
The third thing is to drive people to the in-app purchases within your app. So if you have an ad network, let's say you're using AdMob or Chartboost or any of these ad networks that you can put your own ads in. Sometimes people cross-promote other apps outside of the app they're in, right? They go drive them to another app in the App Store. You can just advertise your own in-app purchases. You can advertise the store within your app. And that's what you should do. You should drive people to go buy the in-app purchases just the way you would advertise another app in your own app. And finally, the fourth thing you can do is to test the pricing. You never know. I mean, if you jack that price up to $50, chances are you probably won't get people to buy it, but you just never know, right? Maybe $20 isn't that crazy, or maybe $10 works really well. But you got to keep testing the pricing. Keep testing the pricing of the low, the middle, and the high. See what your sweet spot is and always be taking calculations on which one's going to make you the most money in aggregate. With that, I will catch you guys on the next video. Carter Thomas of Blue Cloud. See you later.
Fresh kid turned rotten. I can't believe how naive that I've gotten. Over the years, seems like I'm getting dumber. Reminiscing to a time when I was younger with a hunger. Full of dreams, determination, self-esteem. But now it seems they hesitate to be on my team. You know the routine. When you winning, they grinning. All up in your face like they was with you from the beginning. But on the flip side, when you watch them like a riptide, fools clown by how you slipped and let shit slide. Beside the